Modesty in Islam should be redefined for the 21st century.
Wow. If anybody agrees with this, my Islamic conservative side is going to lose it. Think about this. Modesty in Islam should be redefined for the 21st century. So basically, if you fail at this question, you're uber shirking. Okay? Are you basically, the question should be rephrased as, do you think men should follow God, or do you think God should follow men? That's the question that is being asked here. Are you going to follow Muhammad's religion regardless of how society changes? Or are you going to resist? Are you going to stay strong to Allah's deen, with Allah's religion, no matter what the environment is? Are you going to hold the standards that Allah gave you, the creator of the universe? Are you going to uphold his standards, his values? Or are you going to judge your God's religion based on man-made values? Are you going to change your society to meet Allah's standards? Or are you going to change Allah's standards to meet modern society? Is Islam supposed to change for modernity? Or are you going to resist modernity to keep Islam? These are all the questions that are being asked here. Oi.
I don't know.
Look, she believes, she thinks Allah should bend the knee to modernity.
Oh, thank you.
This is what they're saying. They're saying Allah should bend the knee to modernity. They think modern humans know better than Allah. That's what they're saying.
Of course. It has to do with lifestyle choices and things like
Oh
that.
my
So
God.
for example, like, women didn't start working until when?
Not very long ago.
Yeah, a couple of decades ago, life was very different then. Culturally speaking, we should change. But religiously speaking, how much can you really change? Like, Islam gives women so much. It allows us to be whoever we want, act however
Oh my God. I don't know what religion you're talking about, because that's not Islam.
we want, do whatever we want, and keep our income and stuff like that. Modesty is just a really broad term.
I totally understand
You're supporting modesty culture, and you're like acting like you're not.
where you're coming from, but I definitely think that staying stuck in the same mindset can be very
You're talking about Allah's mindset. Lady, you're talking about Allah's mindset. You're supposed to be stuck in Allah's mindset. Allah's mindset transcends space and time.
very damaging. You know, I can't be like, it was done like this, so we have to keep doing it like this. And I also think it changes.
It was done like this, like the Quran is like the uncreated word of God that is about, that it transcends space and time. Like, you know, it's not about it was done like this. It was supposed to be done like that always, forever, before time even existed.
Changes from country to country. So like I personally lived in Syria for 7 years, and the things that I can get away with here are not the same things that I can get away with there. And so what they consider modest is different than what we consider modest.
Who cares what they think is modest? Syrians, Americans, none of this matters. The only thing that should matter is what Allah thinks is modest and what Allah wants you to do. Like, oh, things should change because people are relatively based on time. Nobody cares. You shouldn't care. It's
Yeah.
I think that the human in us, the sinners in us, wants it to change so we can do more. I think low key, we all want to dress a certain way so we can be attractive. And if how you want to present yourself to be attractive is sexual attraction from the opposite sex. If you want that, that's fine, but I think that's what it is, low key. I feel like
I don't know what that got to do with the question that was being asked. What did that answer have anything to do with the question being asked?
a
A lot of Islamic scholars sort of just try to relate it to this generation. I think people just try to make it easier based off of how other people are dressed here.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, it's a test. It's a test from Allah. God was like, do you want the easy way or my way? Allah's way is not the easy way. If you think like, well, this is easier, then you're picking Jahannam over Behesht. Wait, what's the Arabic version? Jannah.
still super clear, and I don't think it should be like altered based off of.
This is the guys. Here's the thing. This is not supposed to be easy. If you're not struggling, you're not being tested. If you're not being tested, you don't have an opportunity to get close to Allah. You should want it to be difficult. You know you're getting closer to Allah when Allah tests you. God damn it, I should be an imam. If it's easy, you're not going the right way.
We're living in.
I would say I don't think it's super clear. Even within the Quran, there's so many interpretations of every single text. So we don't.
There's so many interpretations. No, lady, there has been some very consistent interpretations. The disagreements from mainstream Islam on the interpretation has been on very, very small little things. Okay, very, very small little things. Not this giant multiple interpretations that are all over the place. They're only coming from non-mainstream fringe modern reformists. Mainstream Islam, the four Sunni Islamic school of thought, even the 12er Jafari Shia Islam, there's some the parts that you guys are disagreeing, that core hasn't changed for the past 1300 years. Well, 1200 years. Okay, so you thinking like, oh, there's so many interpretation. The way you guys think it's all over the place, it's not that all over the place as you think it is. There's some consistency to it.
I don't know exactly what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant when it said cover this and that, because
I mean, think about it. If it was as loose and all over the place as you think it is, then there is no Islamic to begin. Like, imagine Allah bringing a religion, God bringing a religion that you're supposed to follow, and the interpretations that you could get from it is so all over the place that there's nothing consistent about any of the teachings. Like, what's the point of that religion? Like, there's basically no teachings because anything could be read in any way. So God communicated his message to you for you to be able to get whatever you can out of it. Like, so what's the point? Like, you might as well not have it. Hey, that sounds a lot like atheism. You might as well just give it all up. Like, if you have a religion that could mean anything to anybody, that sounds like not having a religion at all. One of us, one of us, one of us.
people had interpreted it crazy different ways.
We should move the conversation away from specific physical clothing, acts, and rituals and focus on the lifestyle.
I think we should focus on both.
I think
Yeah,
we
but
have to
why
meet in the
do you
middle.
want it to change off of the
I don't
focus?
think we need to redefine modesty because I think that modesty in itself is not a dated or archaic kind of like concept. I think modesty is like the holistic way that we treat each other. And obviously like the different acts that we do to portray modesty has differed, but I would say modesty as a whole is like same from beginning of Islam to now.
Alhamdulillah.
I have no idea what she just said.
Allah, we did it. Yay.
Yay!
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, like me, then that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.